Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you. Couldn't have been better times. Anyway, today we're going to be taking our first look at the Asus Ares 2 graphics card. Now, it comes in a box like this. Well, it's a briefcase really, or a Hitachi case if you're old. The edges are all metal, but the centre bit is plastic. It does come with some locks here. You can change the code if you want, but I've obviously left them all locked in there to 000 on both sides. Nice and simple. Now you open it up and then you're met with the like a all foam kind of recess in there, so everything's got its own perfect home. Now this one is 510 of 999, and this is a metal, just taken it out, it's a metal credit card sized card there with all your details on the back, and it says on the back, this document certifies the limited edition Ares 2 is a unique work of art designed by the Asus ROG Republic of Gamers team. This aluminium plate is individually laser carved and sequentially numbered to certify limited edition status, making it a collector's item. And it says that on the back, but obviously where it's credit card sized, I think it's so that if you want you can carry it around in your wallet and show people that you've got them. But what we'll do is we'll pop that back in there now. Now, some of you may not have seen this before, but it has got its own enclosed water cooling loop, or all-in-one water cooling loop, however you want to put it. And essentially it's an Asetek unit, which is very much similar to the H70, for example. This is the same radiator that they use on those H70 CPU coolers, and it does come with 2 fans, so you can do push-pull out the box. And it is a massive bit of kit, really, if you consider that that's going to sit there and you need to have it kind of in the back of your rig. It's a fair old lump to have in the back. I would suggest most people try and putting it in the floor if they can, if they've got dust filters down there. Because if you're running this on your CPU, if you bolt it into the back of your case, where your 120mm fan will be, you won't be able to run an air heatsink. So you'll then need something like a H100. If you're then running that, you need to make sure that there's enough room in the roof of your case to be able to even fit the H100 in, because this has got a fair chance of blocking the mounts up at the top unless you've got plenty of height above your motherboard, more than what you would need just to fit a H100. So it does get quite complicated. So if you buy this, you may find yourself need a bigger case as well. You're not really going to be able to, you should be able to work out yourself by looking at it, will you be able to get this and a H100 in if that's what you're running? Are you going to need something with a bit more height above the board? Now, what I'm going to do is I'll move on now. I'll show you a good look at the card and some card porn as well, or hardware porn, however you want to put it. I will take the top off so you can have a little sneaky peek underneath. Right then, down to the nitty gritty. You obviously want to have a look at the card itself. Now, many of you will know already that it's got, obviously got the enclosed water cooling loop, and will be wondering why it still has a fan on it. That'll be to keep all like the motherboard, like the PCB on it with the MOSFETs and the memory and stuff cool. So it will still need some active cooling on that, because this only cools the 2 cores. But we'll have a good look. Anyway, so we've got the big Ares thing there. Now this top bit is removable, which I will do for you in a bit, as I always do. But it is a big, thick bit of alley, and it adds a massive amount of weight. Now we're used to these kind of funky designs with the Asus cards anyway. On this side, you can see we've got 3 PCI Express 8 pins up this end, and then the Asus logo here. Now this Ares logo does light up. We've only got 1 crossfire connector, because you can only connect it with 1 other card, because where there's 2 GPUs on 1 board, you can only have 4 usable in your rig. You've got a BIOS switch up here, which goes between like a normal kind of setting, which is to the right, and then like a beefed up setting to the left, with another overclock on it. With the around the back, we've got a nice backplate. I know a lot of people do like especially with the high-end cars, to have that backplate on there just to smooth the looks off a bit. But this does actually have a secondary use, and that is because there is memory on the back of this as well, which the backplate acts as a heat sink to be able to keep that memory cool. We go around this side, we can see that we've got 2 DVI-Ds. If you're going to be running a higher resolution monitor, then you're going to be needing to use this one. And then we've got 4 full-size display ports as well. So other than the fact that we've got a 120mm radiator on the back, which is 60mm thick, and it does come with a pair of fans as well. I think the only other thing that we really want to do is for me to get my tools out. So, okay. Right, that's off. That was out. That was out. Right. Woohoo! So there we go. Top off, right. There we go. Right, so essentially what you can see is you've got the 2 AIO things here. Now there's a pump in each one of these. It comes in from one side, goes into the secondary one, and then disappears out again. These are essentially Asetek CPU cooling ones. Very similar type of setup. I mean, not all exactly the same, but to kind of put it into context, like the H70, for example, uses the same radiator and this type of pump kind of assembly. Also the NZXT Krakens and stuff. They're all made by Asetek. So that's what these are. They're just CPU ones bolted on, and they've just got custom brackets to hold them onto the GPUs. You can even see the little notches around the outside if you look carefully, where the CPU plate would normally go on. We've obviously got a whole bank of power stuff, you know, through the middle, which is obviously where the fan is mainly directed. The whole body of this, like the shroud and everything, is all connected up, and that's where all the memory and a lot of the other heat producing stuff is all linked into. So it does act like a real big heat sink as well. We've obviously got the light bit up on this top edge here. That's where the wires are from, and then we've got the over to the the power bit, where you can see that we've got the fan connectors, because it is just 3-pin PSU 3-pin fan connectors that they would normally use, and you'd stick it on your motherboard and that'd be how it was powered. But this is just taken off, and it's got a 12-volt line, so they're just pumping, you know, full term. Yeah, that one there that comes out, that's the for the fans, and the fans can spin up as through. I'm not sure if there's any other way that it's all linked together for when you turn the fans up, but it's definitely that fan cable comes into this unit here, and I'm not seeing any other way that it's all linked up. But anyway, that's that. So yeah, she's open. I'm not going to take it all apart like I normally would and show you the bare PCB. I think that's far enough on this one. Normally we can't just pop a top off like this, but just to show you, it's pretty thick alley, which is what I was trying to say before. It's not a thin bit of material, and it does add a lovely bit of weight to it. But there we go. Ares 2, 6GB card, 3GB per core. Obviously you can get 6GB on a single card, but I think 12GB on this would have been a bit daft. So 6GB in total video memory. There we go. So what do you guys think? Full review will be coming soon. We're under NDA at the moment. I'm not allowed to talk to you about performance stuff, but I am allowed to show you the actual card itself, which is why I've done a first look. Post underneath, let me know what you think. I'm very interested to, you know, would you want to buy one of these for 1,250 quid? Do you like the fact that they do kind of real exclusive stuff like this, or do you not really see the point of it? You tell me what you think. They always sell them, so there's never any, you know, worry with stuff like that. But anyway, this was just to actually have a look at the unit itself. So yeah, don't forget, just in case you didn't know, guys, I might have two. Ha 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 ha! Coming soon.